Hi folks, I'm John Moran from the Older Persons High Rise Computer Group, and you probably know that from the newsletter and so on that we've been starting to making a bit of a start on video calling, video conferencing, and using internet messenger services. You know, that's things like Skype and Google Talk, Live Messenger, those kinds of things, and they can pay us a lot of dividends in terms of cheap phone calls to anywhere else in the world, but also helping keep families together, and it adds quite a lot to a call, particularly with people you haven't seen for years, to be able to see them. And so we're hoping that the kind of communicative possibilities of webcams will be something that will appeal to people. It sounds a bit daunting with webcams getting started. It sounds very complex and so on, but in truth, it's not much. There's not actually much to it. It really is just a little camera that sits on the top of your monitor, and a bit of software program, and so on, and a very simple program that you download and that you use. Downloading Skype, and quite fairly straightforward to use. But you might appreciate a bit of help to get started. So, just on the subject of the webcams themselves, we've got now you'll see 4 tests of webcams. I've got 4 webcams here, and I'll test them one at a time in these subsequent clips. So let's have a look at them. Starting from the real cheapie, we have here a Shure webcam, which is tiny little thing that sits on top of your camera. It's got a clip like a big clothes peg, and a very basic camera. It's got little lights for low stuff. $8, incredible deal, and great value for the $8. Not that great a picture for for talking to people, but as a way to get started, it's pretty good. Webcams are always they've just got a USB plug on the end. All of them are the same. So that's the cheapie. The next cheapest is this VX500. It's a Microsoft-made live cam, they call it, and it's got a clip that sits on top of your monitor. Doesn't in truth work very well, but a bit of sticky tape will stop it from coming off. It just sits there, and it's a basic camera. Better picture than the Shure, but there's just plug and play. No software, no low light programs, no nothing really, and that costs $17. You can find it in most places for $17. So better picture, bit dearer. This I reckon is not a bad deal. This is a what do they call it? Another Microsoft camera, but it's a VX 2000, and it's got a much better clip that sits on the top of the camera, and it's got more settings for for better resolution. It's got VGA and I think 1.3 megapixel for stills and so on. It's also got a built-in microphone, so it means you don't have to have one of these unless you want to. That costs $19. Now, it's most places usually $32 to $45, but it was a particularly good online deal. You'll remember, of course, that all these 4 computer group members are eligible for the special deal in a South office. Now, see Phil about the special deal for the cost of webcams and for cost of headsets, or the standalone microphone. Now I can't show you the last one because I'm actually using it, but that's a Logitech 9000, and that's quite a bit more expensive one. A great camera. If you happen to have a lazy $100 lying around, I can highly recommend it, but it is considerably more. It's got automatic everything and one click this and that. All right, look, that's just an introduction to the cameras, and we'll go on now and give you a look at the view from each of them, and I'll put this up on YouTube. Okay, see you in the next clip.